e4, e5, knight f6,
Tell me why I don't like Mondays. Tell me why I don't like Mondays. I don't like Mondays. I want to shoot. Ooh. The whole day down, down, down. Shoot it all down. The playing stopped in the playground now. She wants
knight
to
f3,
play with the toys of war. School's out early and soon she'll be learning that the lesson today is how to die.
bishop c5,
Geraldov,
h3.
get your own lyrics right, please.
Watch the Live Aid version some days d6. Ago.
Oh, I know it. I know it very well. Yeah, excellent. The way he paused at the lesson today is how to die was one of the epic moments in music history. He played that. If you read his autobiography, he played that. He played that concert.
Today's stream. If you're new,
suffering very, very badly from back pain.
If you like my channel, please follow me. Then if you want to play me, use exclamation mark, play the king. Thank you. Smiley face. E takes d4.
I don't like
Knight takes d4.
Mondays. Tell me why I don't like Mondays. I want to shoot. Ooh.
DK Guy said, and being one of
That's
the
right, yeah.
organizers.
Well, not one of the organisers, he was the organiser. He was the one who kicked the whole thing off. Read his autobiography, This Is It, or something like that. I mean, I read it, maybe it's got an update, but many moons ago I read that. But fascinating, the backstory of Live Aid and so on.
Nightbot said.
Do you remember that? I mean, he got on he went on manning the lines and just said into the camera, "Give us your fucking money."
DK Guy said, laughing, smiling.
And interesting that Eddie Van Halen is known as one of the best guitarists, right, and an amazing guitarist, but his most favourite song starts with a synthesizer riff. And this is the forget about it porn, Friedrich. We don't do that.
Think we are losing the young crowd, Mike.
Old men ranting.
Yeah, yeah.
Bishop d7.
Hey you, who said that? Baby, how you been? No, whoa, you. I mean, yeah. I mean, the younger generation, I guess. I think my kids know what Live Aid was because I'm sure I have forced them to sit through many a YouTube video of it. But I think a lot of young people probably don't.
Knight c6.
Jump!
Knight takes c6.
Of course, they all know. Do they know it's Christmas? But
King f1.
Ooh.
40-year anniversary next. Man, we are old. Long
castle. Oh, good God, yeah. Oh, and then a few years after that, there'll be the 40th anniversary of the Freddie Mercury Memorial Concert. A mate of mine got tickets to that and didn't get me one. I was so pissed off. The only thing he's still, and one of my best mates, but I've never forgiven him for that.
Bishop b5. Bishop takes b5 check. Knight takes b5. d5.
Old men ranting indeed. But we are a very accepting channel, so we welcome We welcome old men ranting as well as young people being ignorant. It's wisdom! It's
As
not
soon as
ranting, it's
I
wisdom.
watched Pink Floyd when the wall came down.
Wah. Oh, I would have loved to have been there for that one. Oh, I might have to put the wall on. Ah, you've mentioned the wall now. Why did you mention the wall? Mention it once, but I think I got away with it. Don't mention the war.
Nightbot said, welcome to my channel and today's stream.
Queen
If you're
E2.
new, please say hi in the chat. If you like my channel, please follow me. Then if you want to play me, use
D takes
exclamation
E4.
mark, play the king. Thank you. Happy smiley.
I think my pieces are quite nicely coordinated. Get my rook in here.
DK Guy said, actually, would have been better to stay at home watching TV. We were standing Bishop G5 away watching on a big screen.
That's a bit shit, isn't it?
Cheskibitsa 2000.
Hey, Cheskibitsa 2000, how you doing?
Rapid, that's better. Playing some proper chess here.
A6. Bishop takes F6. I like this tune too. Not normally into dance music, Queen takes but this F6. One's a classic.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
DK Guy said, Kibitz, I think I haven't heard that since ICC days.
Playing some proper chess, that's right, yeah. 15 plus 10.
Nightbot said, join the well
Against Friedrich.
team on Lycus and play in our arenas. Knight C3.
Shout out to fwhoberg. Fwhoberg was last seen streaming Rocket League.
E3.
Give fwhoberg a follow at.
Deep.
Knight E4.
Oh, hey Mercedes 2020, thanks for hitting
Queen
that
B6.
follow button.
Hey, Moss Syed 2020, welcome to the stream. Follower 924. Only 76 left. 76 to go to reach that magical 1000.
Dear viewers, although I may get a tad sweary at times, this channel is intended to be an oasis of respect for one another and a safe space for everyone,
Rook D1.
including people with mental health struggles. Please be friendly,
F5.
polite and treat each other with respect at all times. Thank you.
I'm only human after
Knight
all.
takes C5.
I'm only human
takes C5.
after all. Don't put the blame on me. Don't put your blame on me. In the mirror, and what do you see? Are you clearer or are you deceived? In what you believe, oh, 'cause I'm only
C3.
human after all.
Rook HE8.
Welcome to my channel and today's stream. If you're new, please say hi in the chat. If you like my channel, please follow me. Then if you want to play me, use exclamation
Oh, heavens
mark,
above,
play the king.
I'm only human
Thank you.
after all.
Happy
I'm
smiling.
only human after all.
G3.
Don't put the blame on me.
Rook takes D1 check. DK Guy said, you all enjoy. Good stream.
Okay, take care. Take care. Have a good day. Thank you for visiting and for your viewership. Don't forget to like and
King
subscribe to
G2.
my YouTube and all that sort of stuff.
Rook D2.
I'm only human after all. I'm only
White
human
resigned, black
after
is
all. Don't put the
victorious.
blame on you.
Friedrich said, nice game.
Thank you. Thank you, Friedrich. I thought I played that very well. Always hard against you, but that one. Oh!
2020 said, nice relaxing
Nice,
rapid.
relaxing, rapid. And neither of us made a single blunder in that game, Friedrich. 0 blunders on both sides. The only difference, you made 3 mistakes, I made 0, and I made a good, brilliant, or interesting move. Which I think was that one
Knight
of
C6.
okay, it wasn't the one I was expecting.
Rook D2.
I thought this.
Rook HE8.
I thought here, taking this,
G3.
noticing that I can take
Rook
this
takes
rook.
D1 check.
Queen can't
Queen
take
takes
it because you've
D1.
got here.
check.
Call Kramik
Queen
Mike
takes
90%.
E2. Rook takes E2. King takes E2.
And
Queen
then
C4
it's going
check.
down, isn't it? Going down.
King E2 check.
So that's why I thought that was
Discord.
nice. Let's analyze. Good.
Thank you for the follow.
Hey, I am.
Elo Cow said, worst case scenario. Game start.
Okay. Yeah, and you played 79% accuracy and 0 blunders. Is it okay if I put this one up on YouTube? Because neither of us made a blunder. It was a blunder-free game, which I think is great.
E4.
So E4, E5.
Knight C3.
This is I don't face this very often. What's this? The Vienna game.
Said, should we be able to hear Friedrich? E5.
Yeah, trying to get me out of book, aren't you? You cheeky. Yeah. I have played against it. It's just rare. It's just rare. So I have played against it. Knight to C3. Oh, it's actually not in my list. It claims I haven't played against it, but I have. So
Knight C3.
It claims no as oh sorry just a minute no as black
E5.
Sorry, I've never played it as white, but as black I have played against. It's the second most common move I face actually. Knight to C3 or knight to F3. Bishop to C4. So the bishop's opening is only the third. Yeah. So okay. What I face is massively.
The normal line when playing 2.NC3 is with early F4.
Yeah, well, knight to F3 is the one I'm prepared against, right? Because 57% of my opponents play knight to F3, so I'm prepared for that. And no, I go into the elephant gambit or the Stafford gambit. I do not go into the Roy Lopez because my opponents, most of the people you play against, if they go into the Roy Lopez, they will know what they're doing, right? So either you're prepared to play against the Roy Lopez, or you get them out of book very quickly.
Knight C3,
because if you get knight to F3, knight to F6 is the second most common move, so that's known. D5 is bishop to C5. D6 is common, but F5 even, which is the Duras gambit, I think. Knight to C6, queen to G5.
Your opponent knows what to do against it.
Queen to G5, but nobody expects. Where's my D? Oh, D5. No, my most common move is D5. All right, let's go into Lichess. D5 is only played in 2% of moves. It's knight to C6, D6, knight to F6, bishop to C5, and D5. Right? So nobody is prepared to play against. Well, very few people are prepared to play against it because it's simply very rare. Yeah. So and then it's easy because it doesn't matter which one people take here. You just move your knight out. So it's very easy as black to prepare for it. The two most common moves are here: E takes D5, knight takes E5. So 78% play E takes D5 or knight takes D5. Oscar Chess plays D4, right?
D4.
But you go into this, and then you go into here, and
D7. Knight takes
keep chasing
D7.
that knight around,
Bishop
and you get this sort of opening. So it's still good for black. And what you're looking to do here then is get your queen out of the way, get castle queen side, so your queen's lined up here, your rook's lined up here. It's still nice
Knight
for black.
D4. E4.
But anyway, we
E5.
didn't do that. Yeah. So
Knight F6.
Vienna opening. I'm not used to it, so I just carry on doing
Knight
what I
F3.
know. Yeah, now you came out with the so we've got the 3 knights game, and here I'm kind of
Bishop
hoping that
C5.
you're gonna transpose to the Stafford Gambit. Right? I'm hoping you're going to take this
Knight
pawn.
takes E5.
In which case I
Knight
would have come
C6.
here in the hopes
Knight
that you
takes
go
D
this, and
takes
we've got a classic
C6.
Stafford Gambit. Right? But you didn't do that. You don't
Bishop
accept any of my
C5.
gambits. From your point of view, yeah. From mine, they win games. Okay, so
H3. Bishop C5.
I thought H3
H3.
here was a bit of a wasted move, to be honest. Why did you do
Bishop
H3?
C5.
Hmm.
H3. Bishop C5.
Okay, let's say you did
D3.
something else
Knight G4.
here, but it's not. I don't think it's really an issue because of I think this.
D4.
I mean, I can get your king out of position by sacrificing my knight, but I'm not. You've got 2 defenders on this. It's not really a risk if the knight goes in there.
A5 or BC4 looks good instead
Knight
of
D3.
H3.
Is this not a prophylactic move? It's a more aggressive one. It's a kind of counter-attacking move because you're attacking my bishop. And don't forget, my pawn is still hanging here. So yeah. Anyway,
Bishop
you
C5.
did.
D6.
Ah, well, maybe if that's what people expect from you, Friedrich, that's also something you should consider changing. Get out your comfort zone, and because it is, I think it's it delays your. I think that was probably one of the things that.
H3.
Yeah, it's one of the. It's your first inaccuracy.
Bishop C5.
Knight takes e4. Actually, I mean, I know. Okay, the computer likes it, right? The computer will always like this because it's a free pawn, right? A computer will always like this. The other thing that
Knight
does
takes E5.
is it prevents my knight coming in here because you're attacking that, right? This pawn is defended, but that walks into that goes and if you did do that, just a minute. Why can't I do knight to c6 now?
Knight C6.
Yeah. Okay, that's that. Now I would have replied with knight to c6. Then your knight is here, so you've got to decide what to do with it. But I mean, I think you can defend it with this pawn here.
D4.
But
Knight
then
takes
here
E5.
and here,
D takes E5.
and then here.
Bishop takes F2 check.
No, it's not going to work. My attack's not going to work.
Bishop C5.
Yeah.
Knight
Okay,
F3.
but
Bishop C5. D6.
you did that. I did d6.
D4.
And then you did d4. I think I took a little bit of time to think about this one. Not too much.
E takes D4. Knight takes D4.
Yeah. The thing is now though, your knight is A, it's out of position, and B, you've moved it twice. Right? So by this stage, I mean it's saying I've got a very, very slim advantage, 0.1, right? But I think these 2 moves are both losing you tempo. Right? So I ended up
E7.
completing my development
F3.
before
Bishop
you. I didn't
D7.
like this move either. Never move the forget
F3.
about it pawn.
Queen E7.
Do you not watch Ben Feingold? And the trouble is, this breaks something very badly.
F3.
I would only ever move this. I do it sometimes as well, but I only do it if my opponent's dark squared bishop is off the board. Right? Because if my bishop is on this diagonal, it prevents you castling. This bishop is going to be a pain in the ass for the rest of the game now. Right?
Queen E. Knight takes D4. F3.
So you've just taken my pawn on d4.
Knight takes D4.
Okay.
Queen E7.
So I did Queen E7, obviously threatening the pawn. You did
F3.
You backed it up. I was glad to see that move because that gives me all sorts of opportunities for attacking this, pinning that, getting my queen onto this diagonal. Right. So this is getting very, very dangerous for you already. But this is going to be the beginning of the
Bishop
end soon, though, isn't
E7.
it? So I just carried on developing.
Bishop E2.
It's gradually getting worse though, Friedrich, because what I would have done in your
Bishop
position here
D7.
is try and get your queen side empty so you can castle queen side, right? Because you can't
F3. Bishop D7.
castle king side now, right? So if you're moving this bishop, especially moving it
Bishop
here,
D3.
where's that bishop going? It can't really. It's not really doing anything. It's sad.
Bishop D7.
Yeah.
F3.
Okay. So you
Bishop
did
D7.
bishop
Knight C6.
back there. I attacked your knight. All right, developing a piece, attacking the knight. The knight's attacked twice now. You took the knight, but
B2.
again, taking the knight
Knight
is what I want
B6.
you to do because if you
Take
look at
bishop
what's happened
F3.
here, I've moved my
Bishop
bishop.
D7.
I want to get my bishop onto this diagonal, right, or at least get my bishop into action. My bishop is back on C1, so
F3.
I move my bishop
Bishop
into
D7.
D7,
Bishop E2.
wanting to
Knight
put my knight up
C6.
there. Now I've got both developed. You move your knight
Knight
again,
takes C6.
third time you've moved that
Bishop
knight,
takes
and I've got my
C6.
bishop where I want it. And my bishops are now working down there. So you kind of walked into exactly what I wanted to do there. And by now it's minus 1.7. So we're equal on material, but I've got a minus 1.7 positional advantage now. The reason you're a very good player. The reason that you lost that game is because you made all these little mistakes. None of them is a blunder. So at this stage in the game, I'm feeling very good. You can't castle king side. You're a long way away from castling queen side. I can castle in one move either side, whichever side happens to be best for me. The bishops are active. Your bishop is not developed. This bishop is not really active. The knight can't really go anywhere. At this stage, I was like, okay, you're very sneaky though. I don't think I've won this yet, but I'm feeling really good. If I wasn't playing you, I'd be feeling even better. But I know you're good at finding.
White's dark squares are very weak and the lack of development is why black is better here, I think.
King F1.
How does king F1 help you trade off
Bishop
pieces? I
takes
didn't understand
King
king to F1
F1.
at all. How does that help you trade off pieces? So then I castled long because that basically opened. I'm now X-raying your queen. So this is
Talking with Friedrich via Discord?
correct. Yeah, this is starting to look very, very tasty for me here. I'm struggling to find how so it's -3 now. So although we're equal on material.
Not hear him.
Oh, you can't hear him. Okay. Thank you for telling me. Can you say something, Friedrich?
Hello, Elias.
Okay, you should be able to hear him now. Sorry about that. Elias, did you hear him?
Yes.
Excellent. Okay, so the whole time you've been talking, Frieda, everyone's been thinking, who the fuck is Mike talking to? Anyway.
In this position, I was still relatively calm. There was no panic on my side because I know that if I can get rid of your bishops, I'm back in the game. So I was trying to dislodge those bishops there.
Yeah.
But I think here I played Queen E1, just getting the queen.
Bishop B5.
No, you played Bishop
Out of
B5.
the pin. Yeah, sorry, Bishop B5. Trying to get rid of.
Yeah. Well, I don't mind getting rid of my light squared bishop because my light squares are my weak squares, right?
Yeah.
You're very weak on your dark squares, but your light squares, you've got me. My bishop's not doing anything. I'm very happy to swap my bishop off here.
Bishop
but
takes
also my
B5
bishop
check.
was not really doing anything there, so it would have been a.
You're swapping off pieces, although you're in a weaker position. I wouldn't swap pieces here. You need to keep your pieces on the board. You need to maybe get your bishop out to here so your queen's no longer X-rayed. You need to somehow find you're getting your king safe because your king is not safe at all at the moment.
Bishop
But anyway,
B5.
okay, you played that.
Bishop
I took the
takes
bishop.
B5.
I was happy to
Knight
do
takes
that.
B5.
Your knight's in. This is no threat to me at all. This is all locked down. And this is opening everything up in the middle now, which I want. I want it open.
D5.
So push the pawn to try and open the D file.
King E2.
You move the queen out of the way.
D takes E4.
I can just take it.
Bishop G5.
You try and pin my knight.
A6.
I don't care.
Bishop
Get
takes
rid of
F6.
your knight.
Knight C3.
Your knight goes
E3.
back. And now, with the pawn here, this is killer. Once the pawn gets in, once you've got this passed pawn and it's defended, the rook's going to come into here. My queen can go down this way.
Yeah.
The rook's coming in.
Yeah, that was. I didn't expect that the rook, but I saw it. I first fork your queen and your bishop.
What I could have done here
think
actually
that,
is take this pawn. That would have been an interesting move. because it would be threatening. No, it allows your rook to position. Then no, I think what I did was right. If I take the pawn with my queen, you take the bishop. No, you don't take the bishop though. You don't take the bishop. You get the rook into position first. Yeah.
Queen
Okay.
B6,
So
Rook
I thought,
D1.
well, if you want, I don't care if you want to swap everything off the board now, Friedrich. You're welcome to do so. I'm happy for you to swap everything. My king is safe. Yours is not.
F5.
So kick the knight away. It forced you
takes
to
C5.
exchange it.
G3.
And really
Rook
now it's
takes
just.
D1 check.
I was very
Bishop
proud of
takes
this move.
E8.
Finding the move that I can take your rook, you can't take back. I found was I like that.
Yeah, no, that move shocked me. That I would give double exclamation mark because I didn't expect that I could not take back, and then I
Rook
saw the
takes
fork,
D1
and
check.
then
Yeah,
it was too late,
yeah,
and yeah.
yeah.
So
King
technically
G2.
here the game is
Rook
over.
D2.
The game is definitely over here. Yeah,
Technically
yeah.
here,
It's checkmate in 8 moves apparently, but
yeah,
your queen's gone. Yeah, I've got a pass pawn. I've got my
yeah,
rook and
my
my
queen
queen
is gone
supporting it.
here.
Yeah,
There was,
I would have to play exceptionally. I mean, the thing is, you're not getting me into the end game there. Oh, I mean, it is technically, I suppose, it is an end game, but it's an end game
yeah,
where I'm a
but I
queen up.
tried at least.
You did.
At
You play
least you
very
have to
well.
give me no, but I think that the shocker was that I could not castle. I completely
King Rook
forgot
G.
I
Rook
wanted to castle.
C3.
That's why
Knight takes
I
F. Rook Queen B.
went
Knight
F1
E3.
and then
A6.
I suddenly
D takes
forgot
E4.
that
Bishop
okay,
long
then I
King F. Knight
misclicked,
Knight.
and when
Bishop
king
F3.
landed on F1.
D4.
So yeah, I
D6.
completely forgot that
Yeah.
that I could not castle.
Okay, and that's why you
So yeah,
shouldn't move the F pawn. Do not move if your opponent has a dark squared bishop on the board as white, or if your opponent has the light squared bishop on the board as black. Do not move the F pawn, right? Because that's what
D4.
prevented you
D
from being
takes
able to
Knight
castle.
takes Queen E7.
That's
Bishop
what presented you.
D7.
Because as soon
yeah,
as that pawn
F3.
moves with this bishop, with my bishop on this diagonal, your dark squares are so weak. That's what caused it basically. So that F pawn move was actually the beginning of your downfall. Don't do it, Friedrich. Avoid the F pawn unless if your opponent has not got the dark squared bishop, it's fine because they can't pressure you down that diagonal. That was really good. I'm going to put that one up on YouTube.